Hey guys, welcome to the Duo Q podcast with Melange and
Alexis. I was going to say my name.
No, I'm Melange. I want to thank our sponsors of today's pod, Lush, Arby's, and Tundra Wolf, our Woiler.
Yeah.
Our
Woiler.
Which stands
Heavy
for
on
woman
W on the oiler.
Woman Oiler.
And W oiler.
Yes.
W oiler, woman oiler.
Yep. Those are the sponsors of today's pods. And you know what? Today is the only day that we can say welcome to the pod and not welcome back. You ever think about that?
Wow, we should actually take a moment. Give ourselves a pat on the back. We made it. I never thought I'd see the day.
I never thought we'd see the day of episode 1. I never thought that we'd get this far.
January? Was it January? You're like, we should do a podcast this year. And I said, no.
No, I think I said that. And then also, like, last week, I was like, yo, let's do a pod. And she was like, no. And then I said
no.
No, yes, you did. You were like, let me think about it. Do you remember? We were playing Minecraft.
Oh, yeah.
And I said to Mel, dude, we should make a podcast. And she was like, let me think about it. And then the other day we were on stream and I said, let's make a podcast. And then chat was like, oh my God, yes. And then you were like, okay, fine.
We'll have 2 viewers. We'll have 3. Me, you, and the person in chat.
Guy, okay, chat. Wait, no, chat.
Not chat.
Subs.
Not chat.
Yo, subscribers of the Duo Q pod.
Wait, wait. Gotta call them by their name.
The Duo Cuties! You guys are the Duo Cuties. But first of all, Melange keeps saying that we're going to get 10 viewers. So can we get 15 views on this video? Send it to your mom, your grandma, your auntie, your uncle,
Yes.
your cousin, your nephew, your
Please.
niece.
Everyone in the family. Grandma, rest in peace. She sees it too. Sorry.
Bring it to the funeral home, guys. Bring it.
Anywhere.
Bring
really.
it.
Library.
Yeah, YouTube is portable.
Arby's. Are we actually sponsored by Arby's and Lush? Can we get sued for that? All right.
We got sponsored by Tundra Wolf, though. That one's real.
That's true. That one is real. Imagine we get sued by Tundra Wolf. Anyway.
So, for people who are new to the Duo Q pod, who are you? Introduce yourself, please.
I'm also new to the Duo Q pod, but
that's okay.
I'm Melange. I play Valorant. You go.
Okay, I'll do it for you. Okay, this is what we should do. We should introduce each other. Okay. This is Melange, Forbes 30 under 30 recipient, 18 times Game Changer winner, probably, 2-time world champion of Game Changers, icon, women in esports, icon and idol of many women around the universe, and also ex-Fortnite professional,
that's not true.
As well as Duo Q pod co-host.
Guys, girls, this is Alexis, the most beautiful human I have ever seen in my whole life. Literal siren from the rocks off of Rome. Literally have been, what's the word for when you come to shore? Docked on Earth. Sorry. Washed ashore. Came to America. Literally, like,
but not in a Christopher Columbus way, but like in a normal way.
In a normal way, yeah. Heavy on the no Christopher Columbus. Right. Also 18x GC winner.
I thought you were gonna say 18 plus only.
No, okay. Not the Patreon. Wait.
Okay,
no.
Save it for the Patreon.
Also 18x plus because we did that shit together. 18x plus, 18 plus. Sorry, bro. 18. We've run 18. No. 17.
No, 16. It's 15. I made up the 18.
Bro. 15.
It's 15, including the World Championships, I fear.
Okay, back-to-back World Champ. Best KO player, best Deadlock player, best Breach player, best Killjoy player. Well, tied with Nicole on our team. She has it all. Queen.
Well, now I feel like I didn't
co-hosted the
you
GQ
properly.
What do you mean?
Because you said all that stuff about me being beautiful, and like I didn't say anything. Like I was just like
no.
And now I just like feel like a bad friend.
No, you're fine. It's okay. I love you. It's okay.
I love you too.
Yay! Okay, guys, welcome to the Duo Q podcast.
Welcome. Wow. Welcome everybody. Wow.
Shall we begin?
Yeah, take
First
it away.
Topic?
You know what,
shall I take it away?
You shall take it away.
Let's see. Well, I have here my notes app, the many podcasts that we can discuss. The podcast we can discuss. So first it's going to be backyard. What's it called? Backyard? Basement yard? The basement yard podcast. Basement yard? Right.
Upstairs neighbors. Plat chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Flat chat. Boo!
Tomato.
JK. Okay. I have Valorant-related topics for us to discuss.
Okay.
Go ahead. The first one I have is, do we want to talk about IGL speeches?
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just talk about champs broadly, but I feel like the IGL speech is something I wanted to talk about because I wanted to ask you, are mine corny, yes or no? She had to think about it. Okay, watch this. No, Nats, corny or no? Corny or no? Nats, corny or no?
I'm thinking about your speeches in comparison to the Nat speeches, and like some of the Nat speeches are funny because do you remember the one the other day? I don't remember who they were playing, but like he did a whole speech, and then one of his teammates just laughed, and that was it.
Yes,
and it's like okay to us, like they seem like very empowering and like very, but like his teammates are like.
I think it was Camo. You just started laughing,
kind of chortling a little bit. But I feel like your speeches aren't corny.
Really?
No. I feel like, sometimes...
Give me some feedback, because I'm open to feedback. I'm open to criticism. I'm open. I'm laying myself open in front of you.
This is the only thing that's gaggy. This is the only gag. Is that sometimes when we do, like... So we've been... I don't know what you would call it, but, like, our match prep, where, like, we literally, like, do a fake speech that's, like, a prepared speech. Do you know what I mean?
We do?
Yeah. When we do our breathing, and then it's like, okay, this would be when Melange would do her speech. Those are the only ones that are corny, because it's, like, no one's actually in match vibe. And it's, like, where I'm like, okay...
No, I get that vibe as well.
You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you're talking about. The ones that are really, like, that hit the most is the closer and closer you get to the match starting. Literally, the freeze time.
And the closer and closer you get to finals as well, I feel like.
Yes, and then it grows in impact. See, I'm working on it. I'm really working on my speeches.
I really have no criticism. Besides, maybe, like, I feel like sometimes you get cut off by FEs because we'll do it, like, in the middle of freeze time.
True.
And then it's like, oh, well, I didn't feel the full impact because she didn't get to finish.
No, then that's okay. See, I got to work on that timing. It's called timing. Yeah. You know what?
Because we have two coaches and IGL who's doing a speech, so it's like everybody want to yap.
Everybody wants to say something.
Yeah.
But everything's valid.
That's not your fault.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, because sometimes I'll do it and I'm like, wait, what's the pistol? Right, like 2 seconds left, I'm like, wait. Not me talking about all that, and then I don't know what the pistol it is.
Also, here's the gag about that. I feel like a lot of other IGLs be doing IGL speeches, but they don't be showing it, but they be showing every single Nats IGL speech.
They do.
Like, what IGLs
they do
they be showing the speeches besides Nats right now?
I've seen one Valen one, I think, Masters Toronto. They started showing other IGLs after Team Liquid got knocked out.
Yeah.
But no, other IGLs definitely give speeches. I want to hear a Valen speech.
Yeah.
I want to be there. Like,
he'd be alpha, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like
really nice.
I feel like Nat's be more chill and Valen's very alpha. He has like a very alpha voice, you know.
Mm-hmm. What's your tea on the clips of the IGL like clocking their teammates? Because speaking in the same vein of Nats,
they be showing those now.
Yeah, because Nats, we were talking about it. There was Nat's speech, and then we were watching the game. It was on bind, and then the round they won it, but it was like kind of a shaky anti-eco, and he was like, "Boys, listen to me."
Yeah,
and they showed it. I was like, "Oh,
I kind of like it."
You like it?
Yeah. Okay. I just like to see the inner workings of a team, though. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's like a big part of it.
Mm-hmm. Is it gaggy when I do it? Do I even do it? I do it. I feel like I do.
But you don't do it like that, though.
I don't?
No.
Should I?
I don't know. I'm sensitive. I don't know. Melange, okay, you'd be like, okay, let me think of an example. I feel like you'd be like something.
I can give it one, too.
Okay, yeah, no, you give an example.
There was one. I forget what match it was. It was on Crowd.
I'm sorry, in advance, I did it. It was probably me.
No. Okay. It was on Crowd, and I was like, guys, y'all, we're calming that we're doing this. Why are we not doing that?
Oh,
do you remember that?
Yeah.
And then we took a timeout after.
But that's valid.
But that is like a IGL clocking everyone's tea. But I feel like I do it in a way that's not targeted.
No.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Generally, I feel like it applies to
I think you're a good IGL.
Oh. Thanks. Okay, so my speeches are 10 out of 10 is what I'm hearing.
The only IGL I've ever worked with. I think you're a good IGL.
Okay, you've worked with two. You've worked with two.
Other IGL?
One in CS.
Oh.
Wow. Well, okay, well, to be fair, we've been teammates for 5 years, so it's like
that reminds me of what I was thinking about the other day that I told you, remember? I think it's been equivalent or maybe more time that I've played Valorant than I played CS. Because here's the tea.
That's a jump scare.
Ages 12 to 17, I was playing CS. And ages 17 to 23, I've been playing Val.
Wow.
And I feel like I don't even remember how to play CS, even though I played it for 5 years.
You know what? You know what's the tea?
What?
Okay, I'm not going to go too crazy on this because I'm giving, like, someone that's like, oh, just because you played this part doesn't mean you're good at the other one. But, like, I feel like if I went back to CS, I would be better now than I was before. I feel like I just understand so much more about tech FPS, and my mechanics are so much better that I would clear the person that was playing CS all day in 2015.
If you compare us when we first started playing Val to now, it's like, it's not even Valorant understanding, it's like fundamental understanding. Which is why all the CS players that came from CS to Val were already, like, a step above because they had the same fundamentals that were, like, the exact same that you need for Valorant, like double swing. Like, I didn't know what the hell a double swing was.
Bro, no, isn't that crazy? You could literally get to rank A at ESC at the time. I don't know if they still use, like, the ranks like that.
I don't know.
But, like, you get to the highest rank and not know what a double swing is.
No, I don't.
That's crazy.
I don't remember in ESC, I was A+. I don't remember a single time my teammate being 3, 2, 1, swing. Like, I don't remember that.
That's never happened, even in a
I
pod.
don't ever remember that. Or I remember maybe people being like, oh, I'm flashing for you. But, like, I don't think the team play went past that, to be honest. Which is why CS has a higher sort of skill ceiling because you have to like have perfect fundamentals.
You have to.
And you can't just like one tap everybody. But
you have to squeeze value out of everything. In Valorant, there's like so many different. You could see a whole new situation you've never seen before.
Yeah, literally.
And it's kind of like annoying because it's like you have to come up with things on the fly of how to deal with it.
Yes, and the freeze time is 4.5 seconds. How long actually is the freeze time? What is it, like 8 seconds?
In CS, I have no idea.
It's
it is
so short.
It is infinitesimal.
Can you imagine trying to call? It'd be taking me 8 seconds to even think about what the strat is.
Now imagine having a tilting IGL when there's 8 seconds. Girl, you tilted, now we don't have a strat. The round starts.
Oh my god, I didn't even think
8 seconds
that.
to tilt. And now the whole round is
Oh, that would be bad. I'm so glad you're normal. Oh my gosh.
Speaking of things not being normal.
Oh,
I have...
Moving on to topic number 2.
Transitioning.
Okay.
Because we're speaking about champs broadly. Do you want to talk about the upsets?
Ooh, yeah, wait, low-key, I need to
talk about it. Nicole's not in the room, so we're safe.
We're safe from being beaten. Now. Okay, well, like, we can talk about the first one then, the elephant in the room. What happened to Sentinels?
What happened?
What happened to, okay.
I don't know. You saw more matches from them than I did. I only saw that one match.
Now, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I have to give props to GX because I think they're playing really well. They made
playoffs.
I can't even say, like, oh, like, Sen just pooped the bed because it's also GX is playing really well and they have a lot of energy. Like, they were really, really hype in their game. Now, here's the gag about me having watched the match. It was 8 a.m. You know what I mean? I was kind of EP. You know what? My analytic brain maybe wasn't 100% power.
Right.
But, like, I didn't really notice. I mean, I saw, you know, certain players underperforming on Sen, but it wasn't like, it didn't feel like they were getting, like, one-tapped and, like, out-aimed. It felt like more like an out-macro kind of thing where they just maybe weren't on the same page.
Sorry, that's my alarm to feed my cats. I fed them 2 hours ago. We're good.
Okay.
I fed them early for this.
But yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting them to lose. But also, I feel like Sen is one of those teams also that, like, when they lose or go into a lower bracket, they tend to make comebacks and go through the lower bracket historically. So I feel like
you thought it was okay.
I thought you know what? I feel like sometimes their first match they don't do well type shit. Like I thought, you know, maybe they come out through the lower bracket. Yeah, I thought, you know, they're slow starters, whatever. They lose their first match. You know, I feel like a lot of teams are that way where they play a first match on stage and they're like getting used to stage setups and whatever. And I thought that they would recover through the lower bracket, but
yeah, I feel. But alas, I feel like what's really awkward about this. Sen fans, drop your takes down below
and drop a subscribe while you're at it. No tea, no hate to your Sentinels players.
True. Yeah. Drop your takes down below because they watch more of Sentinels than I do. I mean, I watch a lot of their VODs just to study them, but not like every single one.
Yeah.
But my tea is that at this point, I feel like you have to consider a roster change. And this is no hate, no shade to any of the players.
Yes.
I had this take the other day on my stream. I was like, bro, sometimes you could just have a god roster, great players, doesn't work.
Yeah.
Bro, Team Vitality
didn't
end up working, right?
Yeah.
Or Energy last year had a super team and that didn't end up working.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like
several good, winning players that have like all have great credentials that just like either just don't work well together or like there's some chemistry missing or like, you know, things that aren't, you know, you can't just one tap everybody and get out of it type problem, you know what I mean?
I don't even have like an answer of like who you would trial their
spot.
No,
you know what I thought about it after they lost? I was like, you know, like who could they pick up or who would they drop? And it's like, I feel like with that roster specifically, it's so difficult.
It is. You'd have to...
Like, I don't even want to speculate, like, ideas because it's like...
I just don't.
I couldn't... I mean, the only person that I'd be like, okay, you're never leaving the roster is Eken.
That's for sure. That's like a franchise player that you keep forever on your franchise.
I don't even know.
There's so many different things. A lot of different factors. Like, I know there's, like, rumors. I don't know how valid they are. Girl. Yeah. Maybe I'm getting rage baited by Twitter. But, like, K-Corp, John Cutie.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw a photoshopped image of him, but that kind of jump scared me.
Because then I can't tell, is this a joke? Or, like, what's going on?
But I think, I mean, IGLs are really sought after anyway, so it's like, if someone was going to get poached and, like, want to leave.
Hear me out. Are you ready? Yeah. Sadhak to Sentinels. John QT to K-Corp. You heard it here first. Literally, this is all from my mind. Comes from literally nothing. Literally nothing. Just a little swap-a-roo. Just 1-to-1 swap.
But do you think that the IGLing would make that much of a difference?
I don't know. I feel like it depends. I don't really know the structure of the team. Like, there are some teams where, like, the IGL is, like, hard microing. Like, Boaster. Yeah, like Boaster, that's a hard micro. Like, he does so much for the team in terms of, like, how much he says, like, plans in advance in his mid-rounding. And then there's some IGLs that are like, you can speculate, they probably don't say as much. The whole team kind of contributes. Yeah. And it's not a slight at them or anything. Yeah. But it's like, typically those IGLs tend to be more like fragging IGLs, typically, because they have like a lot more.
Yeah.
They have more of a system.
Like Valorant
they have good
and Jonah
mid-rounders.
P, literally.
Yeah, exactly, right? They have a whole system.
Yeah.
And so I'm not really sure what that system looks like in Sentinels. I feel like from the outside, Sen has a lot of vocal players, so I don't imagine.
Yeah, I know Zek is really vocal. I know Zelsis is really vocal. Nary is really vocal.
Zelsis, like in my head, John isn't like the micro-y IGL. It seems like he kind of is like a more free flow kind of guy. So it's hard for me to say. I don't really know if their macro would broadly change. Yeah. But my teachers, it's just really awkward because it's like, I feel like there's a lot of pressure on them. There's so much pressure when you're on
now
Sentinels.
here's the gag. Here's the gag from the community is that like, oh, Sen is the only NA team that didn't make it through. Yeah. Like they're the only ones that aren't there. And then it's like, wow. Because for the longest time they were NA's last hope and G2 was NA's last hope. So it's like you would think, oh, it would be Sen and G2 there, but no. It's MIBR, NRG, G2. Which is NRG, by the way.
Crazy.
Looking
that was my topic. That was gonna be my next
NRG
topic.
NRG is looking cute.
Bro, you know, I feel like
I'm predicting them to win. I don't care.
Sorry?
I'm predicting them.
No, I actually, hot take, I think they could actually win. They could. Because, like, one thing is, like, at this event, it feels like teams either, like, everyone's good at the event. Yeah. And it's just about, like, I think I saw FNS say the same thing. It's just about people's skill floor. Sen, for example, their skill floor is low. Like, when they aren't playing well, they are not playing well.
And they'll even gag themselves. They always do that in the interviews. They're like, I think it was Narrate that was saying, like, we weren't listening. We weren't doing the strats properly. Nothing we were doing was right. It's like, okay, girl, okay.
I mean, at least they can say it. But, like, I feel like NRG is the example of a team that, bro, they've started, like, 05, 05, 05 every map. And then they come back. Well, you saw them come out from a 311. There's no better feeling than coming back from a 311.
I think it was 211.
211? That's crazy.
That was crazy. I mean, it was Abyss defense, and it's like really terrifying to play. But yeah, no, they were. I mean, I think all but one of their maps so far have been comebacks. Like they've been down in all of them, and it's like, okay, first of all, that speaks to your team's resilience, but also speaks to like you're playing your fundamentals really well if you're able to come back like that. Like that's crazy.
No, I saw Amada say something like, "I don't think there's a better player that has better resilience than me."
And you know what? He has the credentials because how did they come back that many times? Like that was actually crazy. But yeah, no, energy is looking cute.
I think they're definitely like a dark horse. Like technically G2, Paper X, and Team Heretics, one of those three are likely to win. But I could 100% see energy doing some like random fucking miracle run and just winning the whole thing.
See, I haven't done my pick'ems yet for playoffs, but I want to put them in finals. Like, I really do. Like, I really do.
And I'll do it with you.
Okay.
We can go down together, or we can rise together.
Okay. Let's do it.
I feel like I've been hogging the topics. Do you want to?
Oh, you know what I was thinking about that we talked about the other day? I was thinking about deathmatch because I was DMing. And I think if I don't have, like, a podcast going and I just have music on or I'm, like, listening to the team talk or something and I'm DMing, I feel like I'll have this whole conversation with myself in my head. And I'll be like, no. Okay, so either I'll be doing bad in a DM and I'll be like, okay, what am I going to say when somebody asks me why I'm doing so bad in the DM? I'm just going to lie and be like, oh, it was a classic, I did classic only DM. Yeah, I'm sure on my classic. I'm like, oh, I was using shorty. I'm just trying to work on my shorty.
Yep. We've definitely seen that before.
Or alternately, I'll do, like, I'll be thinking, like, I'll be having just the most vivid daydream type thing conversation, and it'll just be like me talking to Effie's or me talking to someone on the team.
Are you okay?
No,
I did not. You know you were doing all this.
No, and I'll be DMing and I'll be thinking about like Effie's being like, so you need to work on your mechanics. Your mechanics are not good. And I'll be like, I'm sorry, Lois.
Ever
and
said
then, like,
that?
Never. But like, I'm in the DM and I'm like thinking about like being scolded by my teammates because I'm bad.
I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. I'm gonna hold your finger while I say this. That's literally just not happening. This has never happened. There's no precedent for this. I want to make sure everyone knows this.
I just want to know if anyone else has, like, intrusive thoughts while they're DMing.
I can 100% get behind what you said. The first thing you said. I will, bro. Oh, my God. I've never struggled in DMs ever until the past 2 weeks. I don't know what everyone did. Everyone watch a YouTube video that I didn't get to see?
Yeah.
I'm confused. It was did Primi just drop a new peak or something?
I don't know.
Is Verno doing something everyone's copying?
I don't know.
What the fuck happened?
I actually don't think
literally
I think
what
since
happened.
We had that conversation
so
like a week ago. I still haven't won a DM.
Dude, I won one finally. It required me changing my sense 4 times. And I don't like doing that. Don't follow. That's not advice for you, by the way, or for anyone else watching. Don't change your sense. I knew what I was doing. But no, I'll come up with shit. I'll be like, all right, why am I like 12 and like 24? What's going on? I like boost my audio. I'm like, okay, I'm also gonna pre-fire why I'm doing bad. I switch to the sheriff. I'm like, I act like I've been doing sheriff the whole DM.
No, I know.
I'm like, you know what?
That's
Whatever.
exactly what I do, so that I can be like, okay, yeah, technically I'm not lying because like I did use the decoy, you know what I mean?
Right, but you're not alone. Sometimes you just have to psych yourself out. I don't care.
I don't understand why it's so difficult right now. I really don't get it.
Whatever gets your confidence up. I don't care. If it means capping a little bit and be like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm doing classic DM. Then that's
just
what it
doing
takes.
classic DM. That's it.
Or switch to the Phantom.
Oh my gosh. I don't know why. Okay, I'll DM with a Vandal, and then I'll play a scrim, and I can only use the Phantom. But when I try and DM with the Phantom, it doesn't work. I don't know why.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, here's the thing. DM is like, there's like famously some players that just don't DM.
Maybe I need to get like that. Maybe I shouldn't play the game at all.
Well, that's the Leaf method. And that works for like 1 in 100 players.
Quite literally.
And that's pro players, by the way. Yes. Not even like 100 players.
And that's Leaf. That's someone who was literally born to play video game forever. Like, that he just built like that. I don't even know.
I feel like for me, I have like eras in my life where one, like between there's 2 camps, grinding nonstop and then having a balance.
Yeah.
And I like shift between the 2 camps like constantly, just depending on what era of my life that I'm in. Yeah. I've actually had an in-depth conversation with Leap before. Like I've DM'd him and we've talked about like how his method might work for some people. It's pretty rare. And like there's been points in my life where I enjoyed hanging out with like friends more and like still doing like my required things as like IGL. Like I still VOD review and like I'll do like basic mechanics training, but it's like I'll lay off ranked for a bit because I'm like it's like normally it coincides with like burnout, and then I feel like I'm pretty aware of when that's happening to me, and then I kind of pull back. Girl, that's when I start playing with you guys.
Yay!
I start hanging out with the gang.
Start playing Minecraft.
Yeah, like a little bit. It sounds like something that kind of resonates with him a bit too. But for me, it's not like one thing or the other. His is very extreme where I don't think he ever does really.
No,
he's
Mitch
playing Pro
too.
City and ranked a bit. Yeah, Mitch is a good example as well.
But Mitch doesn't even play Pro City, I don't think. I haven't seen him in there. But yeah, Leaf. But okay, I feel like here's the thing. I don't think Leaf is playing Pro City to like actually, improve on anything.
Oh no, he's just great at the game.
Here's the team. I got in a game with Leaf in Pro City, and he was trolling so hard, but not in like a throwing the game kind of troll, but in just like we were playing the Paper Rex comp on Lotus, and every round he'd be like, or no, the team we were playing against was playing the Paper Rex comp on Lotus, and every round he was like, yo, they're gonna do the Paper Rex B default. And then I'd be like, yo, guys, they're doing the Paper Rex C default. Yo, guys, I think they're going to do the Paper Rex, the B pop here. Yeah. Oh, my gosh, guys, how can we not expect the Paper Rex strat of Rush A? Like, it was just so funny. I don't know why. But he's a really funny dude. But yeah, like you said, I don't think that strat works for everybody. And I think I'm the same, like, I don't think I've ever been, like, Seraphrag's grinder before. Right. That just doesn't work for me because here's the thing. If I get to that place, I neglect every other part of my life, which makes me, makes the burnout come so much faster because I'm neglecting everything else. So then it's like, okay, I have to have like a medium. Like I'm like a 1 to 4 ranked game after prac person, and that's like my cap, to be honest. Mm-hmm.
For me, I just get value out of like watching VODs and stuff. So it's hard for me to say. I think what you said is true though about it kind of makes the burnout come faster. And so like the era of me like grinding, I normally time it with like when boot camps happen or when a really important event's coming up. Exactly. Like, challengers like Pro Relegation, we were grinding the fuck for a while for that. And then like GC champs, obviously, like I will not do anything else but sit in that prac room. Yeah.
But that's what's nice about boot camps, because it's like, okay, it's a very obvious mindset shift into grind mode versus when you're at home, it's like, okay, you can kind of go either way. But like you said, at boot camp, it's so easy to be like, yo, I'm gonna hop on and play 6 ranked games tonight, because also your whole team is doing it too. So it's like, okay, I have someone to play with.
It's like a team culture thing. Yeah. At that point. I feel like we have a pretty good balance of it on girl, why was I about to say a different org? On SRG.
On version 1.
Girl, bye.
On version 1.
What just happened? No, go SR. We love you, SR. A little flaggy here. Let's see. A little flag. Or it's not even a flag, girl. It's a whole blanket.
It's a blanket.
We could cozy up with that.
Why don't I have this at home?
I don't know.
Anyway, shout out Tundra Wolf. Shout out Lush.
Shout out to our sponsors.
Shout out to our sponsors. Oh, I had a question. So unrelated to Valorant.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. When you were younger, or even, no, probably when you were younger, probably not now. Actually, this might be an irrelevant question towards you specifically. But when I was younger, sorry for that build-up, damn.
I got so excited.
When I was younger, I used to have, like, I would hyperfixate on names that I liked. And I would be like, oh, that's going to be my kid's name. And I would hyperfixate for, like, a couple years.
It's like a good-ass name. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then a couple years later, I'd be like, ew, that name is horrible. And then I'd hyperfixate on a new name.
You didn't have a kid.
Do you know what name I was obsessed with from, like, ages, like, 9 to 16.
It's giving a Dezka. Dezka's a fire name.
No.
Okay. You want to keep guessing?
Yeah.
I'm going to take out every Alex, like, prefix.
And you know what? I
there are
named my
some
guinea
people...
pig Alex after myself.
Oh. But then we know how that went. So, it's like a bad omen, right? Oops, sorry.
Too soon.
Too soon. Yep, it's been like 10 years, by the way.
Okay, you don't have to guess anymore.
Oh, okay.
It was Malachi.
Ooh, Malachi's a good name.
Kind of fire, but also not what I'm going to name my child. But I just, like, hyperfixate on that name so much. I don't know why. So then, like, anytime I would get, like, I don't know. Anytime I would get, like, a dog in Minecraft or something, I'd be like, oh, it's Malachi.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of Minecraft and naming things, what's the name of your gas? That I asked you, what's the name of your gas? And then you said the answer. And then I said, my gas is named... Wait, I don't remember my gas. By the way, you can, like, tame gas now in Minecraft. You can, like, grow them, and then they become, like, drivable.
No, yours is Anne Hathaway.
Oh, yeah, mine is named Anne Hathaway. And then I asked Lexi, what's the name of your gas?
I don't remember the new name.
And she didn't even remember.
No, Ricardo.
It's Ricardo, but the old one?
I don't remember.
We're so good at this.
It was maybe 5 minutes that passed, by the way, and I totally forgot it. I still don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you gotta have clips on and have it at like.
Mind you, weren't you clocking me on what my gas was named? You're like, oh, you didn't remember what your gas is named, and I'm like, okay, what about yours?
I was saying that you had dementia for a different reason, and I don't remember.
Oh, you did.
What was the reason that I said you had dementia though?
Well, guess we'll never know.
When's
I have dementia. July 25th.
What year?
2002. Nice. Did she, bro? When is this gonna end?
I don't know. I'm gonna keep asking you until one day you just inevitably forget again.
You want to know some tea?
You have it tattooed, so you never forget.
No, imagine. No, that'd be crazy. No, my little sister is born in 2002, and I see you as kind of a little sister. So that's how I remember the year. Because you have the same age gap. Was that like cute or is that weird? Sorry.
I don't know. I'm trying to.
You know how hard it is for me to memorize things.
Because I don't know. Do I see you as an older sister? I see you as an equal.
I see you as an equal too. When I say younger, I just mean like.
Well, I am younger.
In age only, like not in anything else.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
okay, but do I give mature vibes still? Like when you ask me for stuff though, like advice and stuff. Okay. Okay, do you want to give one eon of a older sister vibe? So I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, your turn.
About what?
Pick a topic.
Pick a topic. I'm thinking we talk about the teams at Ascension. Mm-hmm. NV and TSM. The obvious candidates for tier 1.
Right. Yeah, TSM. They were in their flop era, and then we sent
the flop era lasted 2 games.
We sent them into their godlike era. I fear.
I don't know what underdog conversation happened. Era. What convo happened?
No, I needed to be a fly on the wall after they lost to us because
we needed that fly needs to report back to us.
No, literally, not even no shade, like no drama shit that like I'm trying to listen to them beefing or whatever. I actually want to know like what shifted their mindset to be like we gotta lock the fuck in right now. Like what actually happened? Like I would love to know.
What changed? Yeah. I would love to know because if in case you didn't know, we beat TSM. So first we lost to Envy, then we beat TSM. Now you must think, damn, y'all must have stayed in challengers, probably playoffs too, right? Considering TSM's in Ascension. Well, no. Actually, we lost every single game afterwards, and then TSM
it was like
won damn near every game after.
And the rest of challengers for us.
Yeah, it was like complete opposite directions, and I thought that was so okay. If I wasn't involved, I would think it'd be fascinating. Right. But unfortunately, I was involved, so it was actually horrific.
It was actually a horrible experience.
It was actually a horrible experience. Yeah, and honestly, you might think from the outside, like, damn, they must have like gotten so arrogant after being TSM. That actually wasn't the case. We actually didn't what's it called? We didn't get complacent. We actually worked twice as hard. Yeah. Everyone locked in. We were prepping the same way we normally do, and despite everything, we still just lost every game.
Actually way more difficult after the TSM win because when you haven't won it all, and we already had played a whole season of challengers and didn't get a single win. So it's like, okay, our only expectation or our only thing that we're going to try and attempt to do, win a game. You know what I mean?
Not get relegated,
so then after we won 1, now in our minds, okay, we need at least 2 to stay in challengers. So that's
2 more minimum that's our, to guarantee.
Yes, that's our goal now. We want to get 2 wins. So then it was like quadruple the amount of pressure to get another win, which actually made it 10 times harder.
Yeah, TSM's also like a good team. Like, when we beat them, okay, people were clowning them saying, oh my god, they fell off so bad. But in
those
the
are all
match, bro,
good
the
players.
match was such like a back and forth game. Like, it was actually a good game of Valorant, I think. Obviously, it's not like some
really fun game.
It was so fun, and it was like, it went so back and forth. Bro, but like, we actually tried so hard after the TSM win just to go 0-3. We even literally, we were so down bad. So we were looking for questions so much that we're like, let's bring in like someone else. Like, let's have someone else outside the team come in and help us. Yeah. And that's not even any shade to anyone. It's just like,
it's good to have a fresh perspective.
You need a fresh perspective. Yeah, because especially when you've been on a team like that's been together this long as we have, like even us, we've been playing on a team for 5 years. Yeah. And then on the team, we're coming up on 3 years for the rest of us, minus Karn. I love you, Karn, by the way. Oh, she gave us some snaps.
That's our producer, by the way, behind the camera. She's producing.
Yeah. Thank you, Karn. Thank you, Dodo Nut. But it's not a bad thing. Like, sometimes you kind of get like settled in a way of like doing things and playing things that it's like maybe it's not even the best way to go about it. Yeah. And so I did what any sane person would do and message her Oomphy. I said, yo, Pujon. I literally DM'd him on Twitter.
Discord, unironically. We literally said, FNS, we need you.
That's literally what happened, by the way. No, should I pull up the DM? No, I'm not going to show the DM. But no, I DM'd him. I'm like, hey, I'm at a loss right now. We are getting destroyed in challengers, and I thought we were at a good road. I thought we were going like we were progressing, but then we started regressing. And I was like, dude, come in, like, or not come in. I didn't demand he come in. I'm like, hey, would you be open to having like a one-on-one with me, or like I think I started with just me. I didn't want to be like, come into the team right now. I think it was actually his idea. Oh my God, it was his idea. Wait, I'm unraveling this as I say this story. But I'm like, hey, can you give me a one-on-one? Because I was like, is it my calling? Like, is there macro bad? And so, you know, I asked him, and he came in and did a one-on-one with me. I think it was Haven, and we didn't even make it through Haven because 6 rounds in, he's like, pause. I want to do this with the whole team. Like, I think it'd be really valuable.
Which also taking the time to do that out of the kindness of his heart. He literally could have just watched the VOD with you and like had you give us the notes. But he was like, no, I want to like actually talk to your team and give them the feedback and hear them out. Like, which is great. That was like so nice of him to be honest.
So nice. Yeah. Like, Pujon is my goat. You know that. He's always been my goat.
We've been
But that was like such a nice guy thing to do. Yeah. Genuinely. Like having like a consultation. Didn't have to do any of that.
He literally said, no, I'm busy streaming. Sorry.
No, he could have. He actually could have. Yeah. But yeah, super nice guy. He came in. He helped us out. He gave me some insight. And it's like, I was saying this on stream as well. I feel like 2 things mostly were the takeaways. One thing was like, he obviously brought in some stuff we hadn't thought about. Yeah. Obviously, like anyone that comes in, they're going to have a different perspective. I feel like every team has their own view of the game. Yeah. Generally speaking. For sure. So anyone that comes in is going to help with that. And then second, the things that he said that we did know was validating to know that we were on the right track and that we should keep going that direction and we shouldn't go the opposite direction. Yeah. Like, you know, like how we're using our util or like the team play in these moments versus like hero plays in these moments. Like stuff like that we were on the right track for, and that was really validating. Yeah. So it was super useful to have him come in. I know that the results don't show it because we did lose out the
You have to believe me. It was helpful.
Yeah, you have to believe me. It was helpful.
You have to believe me.
And there was an impact. Honestly, I feel like it was more on us not executing than the lack of ideas that we had. Like when we were playing it out, it was like we knew what we were doing wrong. Yeah. It just was not coming to fruition. Yeah. Like we were going for the place that we wanted and everything we talked about. Bro, don't get me started on the Lotus site. Don't get me started. Lotus site is in my nightmares. We don't need to talk about it. But, that's an example of we talked about that with FNS extensively, and just when we got on the server, we just didn't execute.
And you know what? That's okay.
That's okay.
Lotus site, not our site. Yeah. You know. Speaking of Lotus site, yo, champs teams, if you're listening to me.
Oh my God.
Please stop picking Lotus. I can't watch any more Seaside Simulator. I've watched every single game of group stage. All of the Lotus games, which there have been many, have been won or lost via the Lotus bomb site
interactions.
It's insane. Yes. Like the post plants and retakes that I'm watching, it's just like, oh my God, I'm so bored. Like, can we do something else?
Yeah, it's boring. Honestly, it's kind of boring to play as well. Like that specific part of the map. I don't know why. No, like everyone
bait
knows
out the vice wall. Okay, pump B, tap the B door, throw B smoke, cut noise, 15 seconds. Wait out the Viper orb. When the orb's down, we're gonna exec, break the vines, take the bomb site. Vice is already playing retake. They're offside. It's a 5v5 retake.
5v5 retake. Heavy on the 5v5 retake.
Oh my gosh! Like, can we get a new shtick? Can we do something else?
Yeah,
I'm bored.
I feel like it's just such a hard like bomb site to hold. I feel like I've seen so many 5v5 retakes on repeat. Yeah, and also people just don't want to go away.
But Lotus is out after this.
True. Maybe they'll change the map.
Lotus and Ascent are both out. Which, Ascent my beloved, I'm kind of upset by that.
I know, I like Ascent. I feel like a lot of people didn't, though. But I feel like
Ascent is like, okay. My comparison is not going to be a good justification for the map, but Ascent is like Mirage. And Mirage is like such a bread and butter map. It's like everybody knows how to play the map. Yeah. Everybody knows all the smoke lineups, you know what I mean? Everybody knows how to play it. And I feel like Ascent is like that. And honestly, I feel like it's recently gotten more comp variety as well, with like people playing Vice Chamber, people playing the Deadlock Cypher, people playing double duelist, people playing double any. Like, I feel like it's actually had more variety than it used to with the new agents and stuff. So I think if
I feel like to play it, it's fun. I like playing Ascent. I do too. To be a player and playing it, it was fun. I guess for viewers, they might think it's super boring.
Yeah, I guess like, watching it, it's kind of like honk me, we've seen this bit before type shit.
We've seen this, yeah. And we played these games before. Valid. But as a player, guys, just know, at least for me, I find it a fun map.
Yeah.
I do find it fun.
I feel like not stressed out because I'm like, oh, I know how to play Ascent. Like,
yeah, it's just a matter of who's
versus
gonna make
Abyss.
I'm like,
oh,
don't get me started
on Abyss. What am I ever doing? What am I actually ever doing?
See, that one is both not fun to watch, not fun to play.
No.
Both are just, it's uncomfortable.
People who say that Abyss is their favorite map to watch or play, I'm genuinely thinking, like,
you're paid
how do I get you
You're paid to say that.
Like, how do I get you admitted? 72-hour hold. Like, don't queue up. Like, how do I do that?
Dude, I'm kind of thirsty. Let me get a drink of water. Speaking of thirsty, actually.
We're sponsored by Arby's, and you could get an ice cold Coca-Cola from Arby's.
What I was going to say is, I love coconut water so much to such an extent, and I feel like I'm not getting that vibe from you right now. I feel like
I hate coconut water. And I love coconuts, that's the tea. I love anything coconut flavored, like Mounds and Almond Joy. That was my favorite candy for a really long time.
Were you only fed Almond Joy? You could not have any other option? That's no one likes Almond Joy. No child
I
likes
love Mounds and Almond Joy to the point where for, I think maybe like my 14th birthday or something, my dad got me one of those big like Halloween size bags of like all the individual Mounds. And I was like, yummy. It was like my favorite candy.
While you're at the mental institution admitting people that like Abyss, go ahead and clock in. Go ahead and walk into one of the cells.
Yo, type 1 in the comments if you fuck with Mounds. Type 2 in the chat if you hate melange.
So what do I type here? I guess I hate myself.
It's a lose-lose. Okay. No, I love like when you have like coconut flakes on an acai bowl. Like,
does it taste like spit? Like, I'm confused. What do you not
water
like about
just tastes like, no, it just tastes bad.
Okay.
I need.
Have you had coconut water from a coconut?
No.
That'll change your life.
Wait, you should tell that story about that time you drank coconut water from a coconut and you had horrible things happen to you. Do you remember that?
What?
Do you remember?
I've never heard that.
You were at like a hotel or something. No, when we were sick.
Oh,
when we were sick
my
in LA
God.
And you ordered a coconut. Okay, tell the story. I'm not gonna tell the story.
I repressed this.
Yeah.
Bro,
I remember this
because
I thought I was gonna have to call 911.
I also, bro, I think I was messaging Roy. I'm like, get ready to call.
You were messaging me, telling me to get ready to call 911 too.
Yes, multiple people are on speed dial. Okay, picture this. Where were we?
We were LA when you gave everyone COVID-19.
Oh, not too much on that. I didn't give everyone COVID. Pause. So first ever boot camp for us. It was Cloud9 White era. Well, although all the new gens were like, what is that? Don't piss me off.
And this was peak COVID time. It was January 2021.
Yes.
It was very peak.
Why did a boot camp even happen? Wait, honestly,
don't ask me who gave that.
I don't know. It wasn't my decision. TBH. Regardless, the boot camp lasted it lasted one day. And then I got COVID, and everyone got sent home. And you know what? I spent like 3 weeks in a hotel room. Yeah. Peak COVID, ordering food every day. I know that sounds like, oh my God, so privileged. Like, you got to eat food every day. Girl, I was suffering. Like, I had COVID the first time. The first time was so bad for me.
I mean, I think the first time was bad for everyone because that was even before people like got triple vax like they are now.
Yeah, girl, that's me, by the way. I got max boosters, max vaccinations. Still got COVID at Brazil. Yeah. But anyway, I'm not gonna talk about that. Because not the double COVID story back to back. You're gonna have to space it out. No, we're gonna talk about one at a time. So the first time I got COVID, January, boot camp lasted 1 day, but I was there for 21 days, suffering, dying, and I'm like, girl, you know what? They say you gotta stay hydrated when you have COVID.
Right.
And you know what? A good way to stay hydrated is when you got like sodium in the water a little bit.
Right.
You know what's a really good electrolytes?
Gatorade, yeah.
Yes, coconut water has a really good, It's a natural source of electrolytes, I think. I don't know. Don't source me on that. But so I ordered from a Thai place, and they give you a coconut. I was like, this is gonna make me so happy.
So
I've been suffering for weeks. Gonna treat myself to some coconut water.
Right.
From a coconut.
Right. As one
I
does.
pop that bitch open.
Right.
Straw, boom, drink it.
Right. Delish.
That night, like literally, fast forward, I'm over the toilet, literally dying. Full on dying. I can't even remember what happened anymore. All I remember was being in so much pain.
Either.
I remember having really bad cramps. I remember I literally couldn't move. I was gonna pass out. Oh yeah. That's when I was messaging you and Roy. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna pass out. Can you call 911 if you don't hear, if I don't text you back in like 2 minutes? It was that bad. And I blocked that part out of my memory. I can't believe you remembered that.
But now you're like, coconut water is so delicious.
Okay, and it is. And same way I am with ceviche though. Because we have a theory that ceviche gave me food poisoning once.
Well, it is raw fish.
Well, is it though? It's cooked in the lime. Like I said, it could be a little bit raw.
Yeah.
But I hate sushi. I love sushi, and so I love a good ceviche, like top 3 food. And I ate the ceviche. I eat it regardless.
She had a little tummy ache. Let's just say that.
I'll eat it the next day. I don't care.
See, the difference between you and me is I eat something bad once and I get food poisoning, and I can no longer eat that food anymore, ever again,
even at a different establishment.
And I honestly think that that's like true for a lot of people. Because I think they get like low-key Pavloved a little bit into not liking the food anymore, even if it was their fave. Which, you're one of God's strongest soldiers. If you're just gonna keep eating ceviche after getting food poisoning, I can't lie.
Speaking of God's strongest soldiers and faves, why do you say oh no?
No, I'm ready. I'm scared.
Do you want to talk about our favorite players at Champs, or would you like to bring something up?
You know what? We have a little game.
We do have a game plan for you guys.
So I stole this from Twitter. I don't know who tweeted this, but it was stolen. And it's the 2025 VCT America Superlatives, but we're going to do it for Champs. Okay. So the first category is underrated player.
Underrated player.
Yeah.
Are we doing this like people that made playoffs?
We could just do all of Champs.
Okay. Anyone that we think is underrated?
Yeah.
Underrated player. Okay, my mind immediately goes to someone on a team like Giant X. Or like a team that was like,
but that whole team is technically underrated because they're like they weren't even expected to win, you know what I mean?
Yeah, underrated. Som, is that a hot take? No, he has so many fans. I feel like as a player, he still doesn't get enough credit. I feel like he does a lot. Ethan, you know what clocked me to this is that Ethan, like they asked him immediately after Energy made playoffs. They asked him like, if you had to pick one person on your team to shout out, who would you do? And he's like, that's a hard one. Som. And like to paint the picture, Som wasn't like top ranked by any means. Like he was not like hard carrying, dropped 2.0 rating or anything. I think Scuba was doing really well actually, statistically speaking. So I think it hit that much more when Ethan shouted out Som. Because like obviously Som was getting his impact kills, but like shouting out someone that is not like the immediate thought is always the person that's top ranking, but someone that's not. And he said they were keeping them in the game. He was keeping them focused. So I kind of want to say Som.
Yeah. I think that's a good answer. I mean, honestly, I'm biased. My mind immediately went towards players like Jonah P. Ethan because I feel like, Breach and KO players deserve their flowers. You know what I mean?
Hot take.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'd probably go with a little Jonah P. ski. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I love a good Jonah P. shout. Valen, okay. Does anyone else think Valen underrated?
No.
Bro, he is so good.
Literally no.
He is so fucking good.
He is not underrated.
Okay, sorry. He's
very rated.
He's very rated
quite
properly.
literally known as the fragging IGL. Okay. So I fear he cannot go in that category. But
next
category.
Wait, deep cut actually?
Yes.
West Side.
Ooh.
He's dangerous.
West Side has been farming actually.
Dangerous.
I would even put him in like best aimer category, honestly.
Damn, you put him up there?
I swear to God, I'm on his POV and he does not miss. Like it's disgusting.
I can't remember. I was trying to think of whose aim he reminds me of, and I still need to ponder. Remember, it wasn't someone on our team. He has a very distinct aim style. It's like slow, steady. It's not like Alexander though. It's like I'll come back to it. But West Side, I'll put West Side, bro. I'll do that.
For underrated?
Underrated, yeah.
I think that's a good one. Okay, overrated.
Can we answer this on the pod? I don't know. Are we in any position?
No, can we? Chat. We're gonna do a bait for a TikTok clip. All right, Mel. Who's the most overrated player at Champs?
I can't even do for the bait. I can't even think of someone. I tried. That was a really good setup, though. You really locked in on the TikTok.
I'm really tapped into my content era.
Yeah, no, you are.
Well,
can it really be someone that made playoffs? I feel like you can't
that's what I'm gonna say.
anyone.
Like my mind is going towards a player on Sentinels.
Okay, that's not even shade to Sentinels, though. That's just because of the sheer number of fans they have, and they lost. So it's like you kind of it's kind of a natural response. Yeah.
This question's hard.
This one's gonna get us in hot water.
Oh my
I don't know. I feel like
God.
I'm not in a position to call anyone overrated. Girl, look at me on the couch talking about they playing. I'm here.
We are just gonna not answer the question.
Okay, can you give me 1 second?
Yeah, let's look at VLR.
Give me 1 second.
I don't have an answer. I don't know. Like, okay. Like, I want to say...
It's tough.
No, I can't. Let's skip. I can't. I just can't.
You
like,
can't?
Like, okay, I can, but like...
Not even a little bit?
Okay, this is what I was going to say. I was going to say Kong Kong, but here's the tea. This is why.
Love Kong Kong, though.
I
love him down.
love Kong Kong. I think he's an incredible player. But I think his past performances at Champs and Masters have been outstandingly more impressive than his at this Champs, to be honest. Like, he wasn't...
I mean, they did win Champs last year. Yeah.
Yeah, and he wasn't putting up the same numbers that he was. And he was still doing well. He was still going positive and doing well. And honestly, still carrying his team, but just, like, not to the extent that he was.
Honestly, that's not even a hot take. And I think a lot of CN fans, I think a lot of diehard EDG fans would agree with you. Yeah. Because, like, how can you not make that argument when they bombed out? Yeah. And considering, it's kind of like what... Dude, I don't know why I refer to Pujon so much. I just watch his stream. I'm a fan. Yeah. I'm a fan. What can I do?
Yo,
Sue me. Sue me.
Pooch.
I watch the YouTube clips. Yeah. I know Pujon said this about Demon 1, where it's like, Demon 1 is kind of set up in a way where it's like, he had such a high when they won Champs.
That everything else.
Everything after, even, he could play normal. And it's like, holy stinker.
Holy poopy pants.
Yeah. Not that I'm saying that. I'm just saying the community broadly will say that. Yeah. And it's like, I feel like Kong Kong is in that same position where it's like, he literally won Champs last year. One of the most iconic 4Ks in Valorant. The Guardian Abyss push versus Heretics, where he literally pushes and just solo wins there on the Guardian. One of the most easily memorable plays ever. Was MVP of that tournament, got the bracelet. And then Champs this year, EDG doesn't make playoffs. So it's like, you kind of have to make that. You kind of have to say that. Like, I would agree. I think it has to be someone on EDG, Sentinels, or XLG. Yeah.
Would you agree? Would you just say Kong Kong is yours?
Yeah, I will say that. Love Kong Kong down, though.
Okay, now this is a good one.
Funniest?
I mean, come on.
So let me playoffs?
Anyone.
Funniest. Wait, you sound like you have a really obvious answer. Wait, why am I thinking of it?
I have two.
You have two? Yeah. Okay, I mean, I was going to say Zelsis, but that's like the go-to, and they're not in playoffs, so I don't know if I could answer Zelsis.
Anyone at Champs.
Anyone at Champs. Okay, let me go through the teams. Boaster?
That's one of my ones.
Boaster.
Yeah, Boaster.
For sure.
Boasty.
Boaster. Get your Boaster. Get your Boasties even.
Here's my low-key pick. Because, let me hold your hand when I tell you this. Okay, let me hold your hand.
Okay.
Scuba. Now, hear me out.
Ooh, he is funny.
No, some of the phrases he was saying, they weren't even intentionally supposed to be like, ha ha he he. Like, they're not like overtly funny in the way that Boaster is literally twerking. But like, when he said, don't test the kid. I'm sorry, that killed me. Like, I couldn't stop saying it. Bro. It was so funny. And then the caster, Uber was saying it. He's like, oh, they're testing the kid. They're going to the kid's bomb site. They're testing the kid. It was just so funny. It's such an iconic line that, like, it's forever in my vocab now.
You know what it reminds me of? First of all, I just have to agree. Yes. Scuba, 1,100,000%. My second thought is that it's kind of giving something that Lucas Blow would say. Lucas Blow is physic for anyone that doesn't know. He was our assistant coach last year.
Yeah.
And I get the vibe. Him, Physic, and Mata are in the same friend group. I'm like 99% sure. Yeah, and I feel like that's something Physic would literally type in chat. Yeah, don't test the kid. And it being like the first letter would be capitalized. Don't test the kid. Yeah. Don't test the kid.
Yeah, he would tweet that. Like, he
would tweet that. Phrase. Yeah. That's so funny. I love that. Yeah, that's got to be my funniest player.
How about the most well-liked?
Okay, Boaster's up there. Again. Boaster. He just... Does anyone hate this guy? Actually, I saw him clock someone on Twitter. He actually... Did you see the tweet? No. Pull it up. I don't know if we can do that here.
I don't know.
But you put it up on the screen somewhere. No, he made a tweet. Someone was hating under his tweet, like being just a fucking hater. They're like, bitch. It was crazy. The original tweet was celebrating how Boaster is the only player to play at all 4 Champs playoffs.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Right?
I saw that OG tweet.
Yes, and it was like, yes, give Boaster his flowers. Right. Like, give him some fucking credit, right? And then someone was like, stinker alert. Like, they didn't say stinker alert, but they were like, dude, this guy gets carried by his team, blah, 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 blah. And, like, a bunch of nasty, annoying things. And Boaster replied to him and was like, my job is to activate the 4 best players on my team. Like, they're the best players in the world. Your job is to shine my shoes.
Period.
Something to that effect. Yes. Damn. It was, like, bad. Like, he replied, and, like, it's rare that you see a pro, like, reply to someone who's
but
hating.
when
But
Boaster's gonna reply, he's gonna gag them. Like, if Boaster's gonna reply, he's gonna reply. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think that person was last seen still defending their position. But at the end of the day, bro, Boaster's still, he's well liked.
Shining Boaster shoes. Like,
last scene. Yes.
Scene, yeah.
Yes. But, like, it's like, bro, Boaster has, first of all, beautiful partner, Yinzu. Wow. Like, Yinzu, give me a chance if y'all ever break up. I mean, I have to get behind Liz. There's a long
and I think they just celebrated, what, their 6-year anniversary?
Something, yeah. I fear.
Something about that. If you have any ideas on how to get Boaster and Yinzu to break up, please comment them down below.
Comment down below.
Put them down below
comment down below.
Section.
So we can slide in
the top like comment we will perform.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's number 1. And then number 2, he's good. He's played at so many different tournaments at this point. Heavy on tournament, by the way. I love that pronunciation of tournament.
So, well liked would you say Boaster?
Yeah, well liked Boaster, for sure.
Yeah, I say Boaster. Okay. Villain?
Ooh. Dude, honestly, people have been hating on G2. I don't get it. Personally, they have been the most tame,
Valen stands up one time and they're, like, freaking out. I don't understand.
And he literally said, Meteor, are you going to shoot or something? It's like, bro, are we
this soft?
Bro, like, are we serious?
The things I was saying at Game Changer Champs 2022 was worse than that.
Way worse.
No, he didn't even say a cuss word. Like,
yeah, they didn't even get to censor it on broadcast. Like, are we serious?
No.
Bro, so boring and so sanitized. But I guess someone on G2.
I don't even know.
Say Valen for the memes.
Yeah, all right, whatever.
Or Leaf. Bro, Leaf has hella haters, bro. Tell me why I was watching a Leaf interview.
Leaf has had hella haters since Chaos in CS because everyone thought he was cheating, and then he said some stuff about Brazilians or something. Yeah, and then he's been having death threats in his DMs.
He's such a nice guy, bro. In person, I've met this guy so many times. He's so nice.
No, he's really nice.
Literally, we'll talk to anybody.
Yeah,
we'll talk to anyone. We'll talk to you guys will talk about anything for whatever amount of time, bro. He literally, we're not even super close friends, and I could DM him on Twitter, and we had a long conversation about something.
I remember one time, a long time ago. This was on C9 White, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
and this might have been when he was on C9, but I remember DMing him and being like, yo, in this VOD, why'd you put your chamber trip there?
Dude, and he answered.
And he just responds and he's like, oh, so actually the reason why I did that, I'm like, oh, thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Like, wow, thanks.
He's a nice guy.
No, he didn't have to reply. He didn't have to be nice and explain his reasoning, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah. Also someone G2. Valen then?
Yeah.
Valen or Leaf.
Right, who's next up? I mean,
are we going to go our most underrated player? Westside? Or no?
It's okay. Here's the gag. It's hard to say who's next up when they're at champs. Like, they're up. They've been up already.
True. But, like, do we think they're going to have a continued good performance going into the next season? I think Westside is going to farm.
Westside, also
Scuba for sure.
Because this is his first international. You know what I mean?
Bro, his first international, he made playoffs of champs.
And
bro, Tier 2 looking good right now. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, they are.
Bro, Tier 2 players have been owning this year.
They've been doing really, really well. Like, actually, like, one-tapping everybody. He looks really, really confident. So.
Wait, when I say Tier 2, I'm not calling him Tier 2, by the way. I'm referencing that he came from Tier 2 in case anyone misunderstood that.
Haters in the comments.
Hey, yo, haters, drop it down below.
Drop a subscription down below. Slam that like button. All right. Best aimer. Now, I'm putting Westside in this conversation.
I'm down to put him in this conversation.
I'm putting him. I really think his name is insane.
You gotta put Osmos in there.
I mean, duh.
You gotta put Osmos in there.
Gotta put Osmos.
There's so many good players. I mean, do you put Scuba in there too? Bro, Scuba's
aim has impressed me a lot. I'm not even gonna lie.
Having a fucking tournament. Dude, let me check everyone that made it, because I feel like I don't wanna not give people their flowers. Bro, can we talk about someone on Team Heretics, please? I feel like they're like flying under the radar. Bro, Team Heretics is such a good team. They're in such good form right now. They blew through groups.
I had them actually going out in groups. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Oh.
And they've been doing really well.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, Rian's is an obvious pick for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Playing really, really well.
Yeah. Rian's, Aspas, Westside for that sleeper pick. Down for that. Scuba. I'm gonna have to put him in there.
Has had some actually really good clips. Flashback.
Yes, yeah.
Flashback has had some really, like
bro,
insane clips.
Oh my god, I'm glad you bring up Flashback. Him and Hyunmin.
Oh,
Hyunmin?
yeah.
Sorry, I hope I'm not butchering his name.
No, I think you got it.
Are legit like some of the craziest, flashiest aim I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Actually.
And actually, you know what? Everyone on PRX.
Yeah,
Like, let me
sorry.
just. Yeah, I think every single one of them has ace.
Wait. I'm surprised. How have we not got a superlative with Paper X? Sorry, they kind of just breezed through to playoffs. That I kind of forgot about them the same way Team Heretics. Like their games haven't been that crazy because they just won. I guess GX was like.
But if you watch those games back, because they were their first game in groups, I don't think you watched. But like, I was saying on my watch party that like every single one of them has just the ability to one tap every single person. Which is like obviously a good quality of a championship winning team, obviously, but like also, damn, because I think that first series three of them ace, like 3 different people.
Yes,
like,
that's crazy. Yeah. That's honestly, I know it's wild. I feel like Divide does not get his flowers very often, but I think he should because he played so well. And actually, hot take in Masters Toronto, if it wasn't for Forsaken getting MVP, it would be Divide. Yeah, and I know that's crazy. But if you look at the statistics, Devi had so much impact. Yeah. And I feel like, too, his aim style is kind of different from the rest of the team. I don't really know what sense he plays on. Yeah. But he just looks like he has, like, a slower kind of aim style. Slow as in, like, Alexander, like, compliment. This is a compliment. Yeah. And I feel like it complements his team so well. Because, like, everyone, bro, Forsaken plays at, like, 0.69 cents or something. Or 0.61. And then something also plays at a super high cents. Jane plays at, like, 0.44. Patman, I'm not sure. But, like, his aim style complements the team really well because I feel like he can make up, like, he's always good for his. Yeah. So. For sure. Everyone on Paper X, Osboss, Westside, you can't pick one best aimer. Sorry. It's literally 9 people.
Okay. Best co-streamer.
Guys, I'm gonna have to give it to the Alexis. You're gonna have to tap into the Melange and Alexis watch party. Yep,
We've got some YouTube videos out of the co-streams if you missed them on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/AlexisBS. Yo, those are some fun co-streams.
They are really
But like
fun.
besides us, like if you had to pick someone besides us, like who would you pick?
Is it girl? You know what I'm about to say.
I know.
I'm not even going to say it because you guys already know. Yo, if you guys know what I'm talking about, go ahead and drop it down below in the comments who I watch the most.
All right, here's some tea that I saw on Twitter. I saw Tarik tweet, "Oh, yo, sorry guys, I know my co-streams have
oh my god,
energy.
Yeah.
Bro, y'all, this man is waking up out of the kindness of his heart at 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to do a co-stream, and y'all are clowning on him for being EP. I was waking up at 8, 3 hours earlier, and I was damn near falling asleep in my goddamn chair. Mm-hmm. So
that was so random. I mean, honestly, props to him for like coming out and being like, oh, like addressing it.
He didn't even have to say anything.
He didn't even have to say anything, but he did anyway. And he's like, you know what, guys, my energy's been kind of low. You know what? I'm gonna ramp it up.
No, literally,
like that's respect.
And he didn't even have to do all that. So honestly, shout out Tarik.
I feel like people can be, not everyone, obviously, in the Valorant community. The Valorant community is a bunch of different sects of, like, different groups of people. Yeah. But there's a group that's, like, I don't know, it's like they feel kind of, like, entitled. Yeah. Bro, if you don't want to watch Srg stream.
For someone to have 100% energy, just go to a different
stream. It's, like, not even that difficult, bro. Like, if you like Tarik, then watch Tarik. And it's, like, on the same time, it's, like, give him some grace, bro. He's been doing this for, like, 5 years. He's been carrying kind of Valorant, co-streaming on his back
like every major event since the games come out, literally. So. This is a hard one. As duelist.
Ooh. That's a tough one, you're right. Okay. You know how I feel about Kayak and how I feel like he is underrated. And I know that they kind of they were playing well, but I think their form isn't crazy. Like, they were a little shaky against MIBR, but I'm still... I would put Kayak as mine, personally.
And that's valid.
That's just for me, though. Like, I don't even know if that statistically adds up. Bro, he might be having a sneaker tournament right now. Because I didn't actually watch the Fnatic games.
You know who statistically wasn't popping off rip? I actually haven't seen his stats from the last game, but you know who wasn't statistically, like, owning off rip?
Yeah. He had a fucking banger game versus T1, though.
Yeah, he did.
He played T1 revenge game.
That was a revenge
game. Him and Valen were like,
like
farming, feasting.
Yeah. And he, don't get me wrong, he had some really good rounds. I think just statistically, he wasn't doing his normal peak. Plus 20 game.
Right. I mean, you probably have to give it to someone on Paper X always. Someone. Yeah. You can't go wrong. Give it to someone on Paper X.
Yeah. Either someone on Paper X or.
Sorry. Osboss? How did I even forget? Bro, I'm just gonna give it to Osboss. That's too easy. Yeah. Sorry, everyone else. Osboss dominated in groups.
Okay, best Senti.
Best Senti, Scuba.
Scuba or Westside?
Scuba or West Side? I'm gonna go Scuba. Just because the only thing is I'm American. That's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Scuba.
Because don't test the kid. Because he's the kid.
Leaf.
Ooh. But I feel like...
As far as pop-out performances, I mean, West Side and Scuba clear right now.
But
Leaf, I mean, Leaf has been doing his
way
more
consistently, and he will have his like huge impact moments in playoffs. But like, so far, yeah,
we're right. At the time of filming this, groups just ended. So
yeah,
thus far, yeah, West Side or Scuba. Mm-hmm. Best smokes.
Valen.
Yeah,
biased. I'm biased though. Like I will admit that's biased.
You are kind of biased. Mm-hmm. Let's see. I mean.
Say Mako.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mako's there, but I mean he's been doing well. Don't get me wrong. Like he's definitely not having he's not in a flop era by any means. But yeah, I would say Mako.
But Valen literally took over and carried. He literally said, "Sit back. Yeah. I'm gonna swing meteor dry and just 3K them over and over and over again."
I saw him one tap a bunch of operas. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Best initiator.
Has Verno been playing well across the other games? Oh, sorry, Rians, bro. Oh my god, Rians. Yeah, Rians for sure. Rians for sure. Rians for sure. I don't think there's even a debate. Oh.
Best flex? Okay, I don't know if this counts with something playing Yoru and Sova.
Yeah, bro, here's the thing. Like, you can't go wrong saying someone on paper X when it comes to flex.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or might go Jonah P.
But I'm also going to go Jonah P.
Okay. Rookie of the Year and Player of the Year. I mean Rookie, Scuba.
Dude, that's the kid. Don't test the kid.
Why are y'all testing the kid when he clearly studied? He clearly studied for this test.
I'm saying.
He clearly was up late night with that study guide.
Mm-hmm. Don't test the kid.
Okay, and who would you say is in the direction of Player of the Year or just in the direction of MVP of Champs right now?
I mean, Ospas had a really good group stage. Rian's had a very good group stage. But Player of the Year, though, I don't know if I could give it to... It really depends on this playoffs. I can't really give it to Rians. I have to give it to someone on Paper X.
Yeah.
I have to.
I mean,
like,
if
they won Toronto and they're in playoffs.
Well then it's like, it kind of has to go to one of them.
I want to say Forsaken.
Yeah. Forsaken?
He hasn't had, like, a crazy group stage so far, to be honest with you. Yeah. But I feel like... I think that might have been similar as Masters Toronto. I can't remember. I remember him turning up for Masters, like the playoffs in Masters Toronto. Got the MVP. I'm gonna predict Forsaken in advance. This is not up to date, but like in advance, I'm saying Forsaken.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at his stats. He's playing well, man. He's playing.
And then
and something had a plus 22 game.
Bro, I'm so dumb. For Rookie of the Year, it's Scuba or Patman. Patman's also a rookie.
Oh,
I'm 99. I'm 99. Wait, is he? I'm 99% sure. Wasn't he playing in Challengers last year? Tell me I'm wrong. Please tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bro. Hard to argue.
Damn. I didn't even realize that he was literally just... I don't know why I thought he was on some other Toronto team, but wow. Oh, good for him.
Wait, sorry. We're having like 3 players each, and then Player of the Year, I mean, it could be Leaf as well, depending on if GC win.
That's Leaf or Sen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? We got superlatives done? Yeah. Guys, if you made the list, congratulations.
Yo, if you're watching this and you made the list, can you come to twitch.tv/Alexis and drop 100 gifted? Because I know you got some money.
That's crazy.
And we'll shout you out as a sponsor of the pod if you do.
True. Made the list.
Speaking of sponsors of the pod, thank you, Lush. Thank you, Arby's. And thank you to
Tundra Wolf,
the
boiler.
Thank you. Thank you. Is there anything else you wanted to touch on today?
Let me check. Okay. I feel like I got it out of my system. I feel like I've really truly got it out of my system. I have some questions for the second episode, but I'll leave that in suspense. I won't spoil those questions right now, princess. Okay, princess. You want to do the outro, princess? I'll do the outro. Guys, thank you for tuning in to the first ever Duo Q podcast episode. And last ever. No, I'm kidding. First ever and hopefully more to come. The first time you'll hear us say welcome without saying welcome back. If you guys enjoyed the content, if you guys enjoyed the video, the podcast, or however you're listening to this, go ahead and drop a like, drop a subscription, hit the bell, follow us on Twitter, and if we get 15 views, we'll do a second episode.
All right, send this. Wait, I'm gonna send this to my mom, my grandparents, my dad, my brother's fiance, all her friends, and that's like 8. Do you have anybody that you can send it to?
I can send it to my sister. I can send it to my mom, my sisters. Okay,
3.
I can send it to teammates. Did you say your teammates already?
No, so we have. Yeah, we can send it to our teammates, and then that would hit like we'd hit 17 right there. All right, so see you for episode 2. Deuces.
Bye. That's the end of the podcast.